fun when we start doing this randomly and getting everything set up.
It's supposed to be dead.
All right,
Don't know.
Mike, you're dead.
I'm there.
But we are
Shit, I'm dead.
Your microphone is
we are
dead.
currently live, but the stream
Hey.
did not start.
All right, I'll just stop for it. Fine, fuck it.
Okay.
We won't. I just go ahead and
Okay, well
cut
we
to
are
our
live.
ugly fucking faces.
Yeah.
Jesus. One of those days, it's hot as hell from trying out new glasses, dizzy, got a headache. I haven't had drinking yet.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's kind of a good thing because it's hot, hot, hot. Oh, yeah.
I'm feeling hot,
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 hot.
hot.
Yeah. And I feel bad
Who's
because
hot?
right now we have the chili cook-off going on.
Yeah,
And one of the things that,
Andy Carnaval.
dude, if I'm already sweating, I don't want to eat something that makes me sweat more.
I want to sweat.
Especially if it makes,
Sweat.
sweat on the forehead, sweat on the backside, where all of a sudden you're like, whoo, yeah. Because you can only imagine
It's why you wear a kilt.
if one of those runs through you and you have to use a porta-john
It's why you wear a kilt.
in 97-degree weather.
I just sit on the side of the building.
And then you
Oh.
stick to the toilet seat. 'Cause
Oh, yeah.
You know what? I
I am
Nick,
wearing
this
a
one's
kilt.
for you. You know what I'm going to do? I am going to take off all my clothes, including my flip-flops, walk out into the desert and take a dump.
And on that note,
Yeah.
I'm Jacob.
I'm
Hey,
Jeff.
happy.
Amy.
Thank you for tuning in to the What the Fuck
What
podcast.
the fuck?
And if you're looking for somewhere cool to mellow out, you can always hit up Commander Games in Las Vegas, commandergameslv.com,
Or hang out at Los Cigar Lounge.
or hang out at Lowside Cigar Lounge. Yeah.
So, today, courtesy of Lowside Cigar Lounge, we are smoking the Hoya Red.
Yay.
Oh.
Yeah, my arm's that long.
Now, this is a Nicaraguan puro,
Okay.
so it means all the tobacco come from Nicaragua.
Nice.
It's a Corojo, which is a beautiful shade.
I
It is-
always like a Corojo.
Corojos are that intermediary between, your Connecticut light wrapper, your Maduro dark wrapper, and just have a wonderful, bready, almost nutty.
I wouldn't even call them between. They're a completely different branch.
Well, I'm talking about
Straight.
level of bold. The Corojo's generally going to smoke medium to medium bold. It's not going to be bold like a big Maduro. It's not going to be mild like a weak, a mild, a gentle Connecticut. So it is that perfect afternoon cigar to come down to Lowside Cigar Lounge and enjoy.
Kind of like an afternoon delight.
Hey.
Afternoon.
Jeff is single, ladies.
Hello, Sean. So you ready to jump into some local then?
Yeah, do it.
Well, like I mentioned before, we have the chili cook-off going on right now, and yeah, that's at Petrick Park.
Yeah, there was some pants shitting today
There was some pants shitting.
because they got the carnival going on.
Uh-huh.
The carnival rides.
Uh-huh.
You're all familiar with like what do you call it? The Sizzler, the Scrambler. It's the one where it has a post in the center and then it has the arms coming off of it and it's like three cars and they
Okay.
spin around a post on the
Yeah.
outside of the arm and the arm spins around.
Yeah.
Well, there was a serious accident
Oh, shit.
on that today,
Okay.
including the hitting of a fence at full ride speed.
Jeez.
Because that uses centrifugal force to move it to make the ride thrilling. And it impacted a fence. And a young lady, a 12-year-old, was injured. I don't have more details on her condition, but at least from initial radio stuff, she was taken to DVH and flighted out.
Wow.
How does that even happen?
Okay. So I have theory. Because, and I have a little bit of provenance on this. I was the EMS director for the Yolo County Fair for almost 10 years. The guy in charge, the head honcho, so to say. And we had accidents there. And you have three different ways an accident can happen. Well, four different ways an accident can happen on one of these. You have setup negligence.
Okay. Yes.
You have operating negligence. You have
Mechanical failure.
mechanical failure, and you have rider negligence.
Or occasionally you have interference. Like you talked
That's operator negligence.
about. Okay, fair.
Where somebody
So-
jumped the fence and all of a sudden, boop.
Yes, the operator should have been on top
yeah,
of that.
yeah, but at some point, because
Yeah.
that was so fast.
So I'm leaning on this one on operator negligence for a couple of reasons. First, the ride had been operating earlier in the day. It
Okay.
had been operating successfully
Okay.
earlier in the day.
They didn't
uh,
see the whole shack shimmy. Is that what it was? And
It impacted the fence.
yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah. So
Did the
the ride did not break. The ride operated as designed.
Well, what I'm saying with that is, was it potentially setup error as well due to the factor of it? If it was set up on solid ground, solid footing, then it's not going to do this.
No, the ride was did
Right,
did
it-
not fail.
Even though it moves, it is stationary.
The ride did not move.
Okay.
What likely happened here, in my experienced opinion, this is not. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a cop. I'm not an investigator on this one. I wasn't there. I didn't see it.
Okay.
And we had this problem.
Is this yours? Okay.
We had
I
this
just thought it was
problem
like
at Yolo
Inception.
County, where the fence got
I
moved.
got you.
Oh, I'm
Somebody
sorry, Music
moved the
Master.
fence to get a vehicle through,
Mm-hmm.
or people leaning against it,
Yeah.
various other things, moved that fence slowly in, because it's fairly easy to move those fences.
Yeah.
Oh, if it's like a barrier fence.
It's a barrier fence.
Okay.
It's like almost like a bike rack looking thing.
Yeah.
Yep. And
So
this is the reason why you should use anchoring devices, so that way you can tell, hey, this is supposed to be right here.
or
So
at
that way, if it does get moved, you go, this is the clearance zone that it needs to be.
yes, or at minimum, one of the things that our ride ops did there was they marked out 2 lines, a white line and a red line
Mm-hmm.
around every ride.
This is where it's supposed to be.
No, basically the white line was, this is the edge of the safe zone.
Uh-huh.
Everything must be outside of this.
Oh, and this is critical impact.
If it's inside this red, it will be hit.
Mm.
Basically, it created a buffer zone around the ride where it was visual for the operator,
Yeah.
and they could tell if something got pushed into the way.
That sucks.
So that's unfortunate. And, I'm going to throw in a couple anecdotal stories. This is not the worst accident I have seen or heard.
Yeah.
Yolo County had 2 significant accidents that I worked.
Mm.
The first, we had a mechanical failure on the swings,
Okay.
where you're on the chains and sitting in a little painter seat.
Mm-hmm.
The mechanical failure there is the center post telescopes,
Uh-huh.
and the pins that held it failed.
Uh-huh.
They metal fatigued.
So you went
So
from
you were way up, and then you got slammed into the ground.
Oh, dude, and the thing is it elevates.
Yeah.
That way when you're at full spin, you're
Uh-huh.
beyond that. So that means as it comes down, you're already outside of that. Because I remember looking up and you
Mhm.
can see feet,
Yes.
and then all of a sudden that's the reason why it waits till
Centrifugal
it gets
force.
all the way up. So
Yeah.
I could only imagine you're here, and all of a sudden it's Mortal Kombat, Liu Kang, just
Yeah.
people's feet just flying at you as you're waiting for the
Uh-huh.
ride.
People getting drugged. It was.
You get a boot. You get a boot. You get a boot.
It was
You get a boot.
Or like the maypole, everyone wraps around it.
Oh, that would be horrible if it stops on a dime.
Mm-hmm. Whack.
You're hoping the centrifugal force is still carrying, so you come out and then come back.
And
Yeah.
And as you head in, you're going faster and faster.
Yeah. So the other one was a near lethal, actually.
Mm.
Well, it was lethal. It did kill a creature.
Okay.
So, and this is one of those you could not duplicate this accident.
Did it hit a bird?
A cow.
Did it escape from the 4-H?
Yes. Because it was an agricultural farm, so they were doing cow showing.
Yeah.
One of the cows decided to escape, and they were pursuing said cow. And it saw the zipper, because the zipper's got the big arm in the middle, and it rotates up, and you go around it. Well, the arm was up, almost horizontal, when the cow walked into the loading zone.
Oh.
So the person on the front of that cage went into the cow.
Oh.
Bent the front of that cage almost 12 inches
Yeah.
intrusion space.
Yeah. I could.
12 inches?
Hey, yeah, exactly, 12 inches.
It's folded over in half. That's more like 6.
Now, mind you, 4-H did cook the cow.
Okay.
It was served later on that day. It was very tender.
Yeah.
So this is one of those things that there's nothing a parent or guardian can really do on this one other than be wary of what your children are doing.
Yeah, and it always makes me nervous because, it's sort of like gravel trucks that were like, we're not responsible for your window, which they turned around and I can't remember the court case, but they turned around and said just because you have a sticker doesn't make it
mean-
legal
Yeah.
if you don't properly secure your load. Sort of like, hey, if you buy tickets, they sit there and like, you're waiving liability, and it's like, no.
Well, you're waiving liability for your own stupidity.
Yeah.
This was a negligence.
Yeah.
So where you would think that the write-off would be a little more cognizant of where his fence is supposed to be.
Yeah, but when you have
Yes.
I will say a moonlight type situation where they get in, they set up, they start the very next day, and they're there for they're 2 days of operation, pack it up,
Right.
drive out.
And I actually wanted to talk about that is when I worked Yolo County, there were two classes of carny.
Okay.
There were generational carnies
Okay.
who grew up with the carnival, and their dad was with the carnival, and their mom was with the carnival, and their grandpa was in the freak show,
That's
and their grandma was the bearded lady, and they those guys.
Oh, they had pride in it.
They had pride in it, and they were salt of the earth. They were poor, but they didn't mind it. They traveled with the carnival,
Mm-hmm.
and then you had the jobbers. The jobbers were the ones I was always wary of. The ones that were hired locally that may or may not have carnival experience.
Yep.
And may or may not be sober, may or may not be doing meth
Or other drugs.
or other drugs, or 14 grams of cocaine.
Allegedly.
We do have an update on that. We have an update on that.
Okay.
There's an update. Ding, 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 ding. Update. John Falcon has pled out to a lesser charge.
Mm-hmm.
That's good news.
Okay.
It's good news.
Is the case?
Because now the case is closed.
Ooh, yeah.
Which means there is no longer pending litigation.
Yeah.
Which means they no longer have a legitimate reason to shield that case.
Nice.
Which means I can go back
Oh, FOIA
and
request. Oh,
FOIA
FOIA
request the
request.
hell out of it to get all the information. Now, if
Why
they
was the
block-
call put on silent?
Exactly. Why? And if they block me now, then we're into cover-up territory. Actual true cover-up, guaranteed cover-up territory. Because there's no legitimate reason, unless they're continuing an investigation someplace else that I'm not aware of.
Well, but that would be something also.
Mm-hmm. Whether there's more to it.
Right.
Whether John rolled. Because he could have rolled to get that bleeding. Sung like a hero. Okay, carry on.
All right.
Prices.
Yeah, gas prices
prices
are up now. We're looking at $1.40 from what it was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I'm looking at $5 diesel.
$5 diesel, $4, $4.40 for gasoline, and yeah, just gonna keep on going up and up and up and up and up.
And we'll talk about that in the international section, but yeah.
Well, did you know that Peru got new signs?
Yay.
Yay! To promote tourism.
What are you coming to see? Brothel?
I don't know,
Understand?
but like,
And it says drive slowly or something.
yeah. Well, we got new signs. We dropped $18,000 for those signs. And they're trying to sit there and promote like the local wineries, hitting the track at Spring Mountain Motor Resort,
But you can't go there.
exploring hundreds of miles of off-road trails. Yeah. And they're like, hey, if you love outdoors, like Pahrump is the place for you. And then they mentioned Death Valley National Parks.
We have nothing here, and we're proud of it.
Along with ghost towns, canyons,
We don't have any
hikes.
ghost towns. Those are outside of town.
Yeah. So this is sort of like the rest stop for that,
I guess maybe Berlin.
So
Berlin's pretty close.
Long way from here.
Shit. I'm trying to think of a ghost town that would be close. Really?
But-
Johnny, but there's no buildings.
Yeah.
the thing is that I'm glad that they only spent 18,000 because the original 2020 installation of signs cost
They're only 6 years old.
34,000. Yes.
So they replaced signs from 6 years ago. What were they made of? Paper mache?
Well,
Did they spell it wrong?
did they spell it? Oh, they had it.
So it was a kerning issue.
Lovely.
Kerning.
So, yeah. So the original ones cost, or the 2020 ones cost $34,000. They say all of this was collected from the local room taxes,
Which they didn't collect.
which are collected from visitors who stay in
They didn't
hotels,
collect
RV
room
resorts,
tax.
or short-term rentals. This ensures the cost of tourism infrastructure is borne by the industry rather than local permanent tax base.
But they failed to collect the room tax.
Well, they probably collected it by now, and that's how they got that. Is they were just like, "Hey, we have this money now. What do we do with it? Throw it at signs."
Well, they had $250,000, but they spent it on the Imagineers.
Yes.
Uh,
Here's your sign.
Yeah. Previous was
Courtesy of Bill Engvall.
orange blue scheme in favor of a dark maroon and teal.
So blue and red went to blue and kind of red.
Yeah. These hues were selected to represent the local educational institutions, including Pahrump Valley High School and Rosemary Middle School. Beyond school pride, these colors are intended to honor the indigenous culture of the region, which was really hilarious. But then all of a sudden I found
Took the land.
on travelandtourworld.com,
Don't go to Pahrump.
it's on there, and they're sitting there and saying, hey, part of that upgrade was upgrading the website, which I find it hilarious because every time I travel, I ask who's heard of Las Vegas, and there's a bunch of hands up, and then I ask who's heard of Pahrump, and a bunch of hands kind of go, is that a sex position?
They've heard of Pahrump. You know why they've heard of Pahrump?
They-
Because there was an HBO documentary on our whorehouses. And
Yeah.
nobody admits what admits
But the
watching
thing
it.
is, they go, in close proximity, Las Vegas. That's what I've seen that time and time before. That's how they advertise for it. It's like in close proximity to Las Vegas. Like, because you can't have the whorehouses legally in Clark County.
Right.
So they do that. So, and then of course we have the heat advisory that,
Tropical heat wave.
yeah, for that. So with that, there are do's and don'ts of hot weather, especially
Do.
with how we went from about 70 to 90 degrees
You get
plus.
naked.
Hydrate.
You get a pay extra for that.
Protect the skin. Okay. If you're going outside for prolonged periods of
Wear a
time,
condom.
fully brimmed hat to cover up the ears, the neck, stuff like that. And if you're incredibly heinously ugly, triple bag grocery bags. I mean,
Plastic ones.
yeah. But I'm not, I'm not giving you any legal advice or anything else like that.
We're not doctors.
Yeah.
But I did stay at a Holiday Inn last night.
And then plan ahead. Try to avoid doing outside activities, which is really hilarious because the vast majority of activities for Pahrump are
Outdoor.
outdoors. So,
I'm going to go with throwing a little bit actually useful shit, because I'm usually not so useful. I'm going to pimp a podcast that I listen to. They don't compete with us.
okay.
Art of Manliness just did an hour-long podcast on heat acclimatation
Ooh,
and
very
actually
good.
how to do it safely, because it is truly a thing. You can train heat adaptation.
Yeah.
Like for example, poor Amy, I imported her from the Great White North, and it took a year or so before she could handle being outdoors in our summer.
Oh, yeah.
But now she is a true desert rose.
Dude, that's fucked up.
What?
That's a military term.
I know it is.
for like a 6 that in the right conditions looks like a 9.
That was a 3 that looked like a 6.
When you double up your
It's
number.
a deuce and a half.
Yeah. Acclimate accordingly.
Yeah.
Uh,
It-
but they're still saying that we're going to potentially go back to freezing temperatures
Yeah.
after this heat
It's
wave.
all over the place.
Nope. My mesquite tree is blooming.
Okay. Well,
That means there's no more freeze.
it could come back though.
So
could
that's
heal.
one of the things that they
Not when this heat does it.
that's when they warned about it, is that this heat wave can come in and then we can drop down to the 70s and then at night drop into the freezing temps. They said it'd be horrible for
Everything.
fruit-bearing trees, flowers, stuff like that, because they
Lizards.
think
Okay,
it's time.
you gonna believe the weather reporters or my mesquite tree?
I'm going to believe your mesquite tree, but I am going to say that there is.
I have more faith in your mesquite tree.
Yes.
I'll put it that way. But at the same time, I'm like, we could get back below into the 30s again. Maybe like we're having the week now where it's hot, and then all of a sudden we have a week where it's like we're approaching 32 degrees at the dead of
2 o'clock in the morning,
right before
4 o'clock
dawn.
in the morning. Yeah.
Yeah, Mountain Springs.
Yeah. The other thing we have to think about is there's a large front moving our direction because right now Hawaii is underwater.
Yeah, they got dumped on.
Yeah.
And
They had
I will
roads
say Hawaii looks like it handles its water runoff
Better
a
than
hell of
fire?
a lot better
than
than
fires.
yeah.
Um,
Also than Pahrump does, because
Well, they're a bit tropical.
we handle rain like this. Close down 160.
Well,
Close down 95.
the Hawaiians, bro, they just got the boats out.
By the way, this back road that you could take because those other 2 roads are closed is now washed out.
Because they were getting,
Kayak.
they got almost 2 feet of water
Mm-hmm.
from the sky and snow.
Yeah,
Hawaii?
Hawaii
Oh, yeah.
on the peaks.
on the peaks,
okay,
on the
okay.
mountains, they got snow out of this. So it is a cold enough storm to deliver snow, and it's obviously going west. So we could get a significant amount of moisture out of this throughout the state of Nevada.
There are some don'ts for the hot weather. You want to hear these and laugh at them?
Don't shove a cactus up your ass.
Yeah, that's generally any type of weather, but
That's
Ca-
not what they bothered putting on the list.
don't caffeinate. And I'm like,
Okay, gentlemen and ladies, if I could get the Monster Company to sponsor us, or any frickin'
dude, I'd take Rip it.
Rip, Red Bulls,
Not Rip. You don't take.
Ritz, not Roy's Boys.
We're not those types of people, man. We don't take rips. Okay? No.
Big dick dingers.
No. The other thing is not only caffeine, but alcohol. They're like, don't do that. And like, yeah.
2 strikes.
Yep.
They mentioned nicotine.
No, they didn't mention nicotine.
Great.
They said,
So I'm at least
don't eat heavy foods. Meals high in proteins raise the body's temperature. And I'm like, so there's 2 for us.
Oh, here
Jesus.
they are pushing the vegetarian
vegan diet.
Yeah.
I'm like, so you expect me not to order the 3rd sushi roll? Like, come on now.
That's high carbs, man.
That's carbs and heavy protein.
True.
And last
they're
but not
asking me not
least,
to drink my sake with it. What the hell?
don't leave your kids in the car. And I'm like,
That
yeah,
happened over at the fucking winery.
don't leave your kids in the car is actually on there. Never leave children or pets in a vehicle unattended.
Mommy went to the winery, left their little kid in the freaking car 2 days ago. The fuck is wrong with people?
What?
At least leave them a cigar to smoke.
They have half a brain cell and they shot it out in the morning.
Shit.
Yeah, it's pretty. And with the temps being
Oh,
that hot,
and
don't leave pets. Don't leave.
And speaking of
Don't
sushi,
leave people in.
speaking of
the-
sushi,
Okay.
I want to give a shout out
Okay. Do
to
it.
our buddy Dane.
Oh yeah.
Dane over at
Sushi on.
Sushi Yang.
Yeah.
Dean hooked us up. We went there for my birthday. He hooked our crew up.
Oh yeah. It was
Oh,
incredible
sushi.
service.
Service
Of
was
course,
great.
our waitress Batman.
Batman.
She was a hoot. She was good that way. And it was very nice to be able to go through and do that. And of course we had the back room pretty much all to ourselves.
Well, yeah, we were a party of 14,
So
and they were able to handle 14 without a problem.
well yeah. So Definitely recommend that.
That's not any shade on OSHA either. OSHA's good too, but I am partial to these guys. They're close.
Yeah, but when you talk about like hibachi
OSHA,
versus
hibachi versus I understand.
just
Totally
being
different.
like, because a lot of hibachi places also serve sushi. It's sort of one of those things where like we have the unholy union of like what KFC and Taco Bell.
Yes,
Sometimes when you combine too much stuff, it just doesn't work out too well. And so it's like, okay, do I want to go to the place that occasionally does sushi or to the place that
specialized.
specializes in it and does sushi all the time?
What, you don't like tacos and biscuits?
Absolutely.
If your taco has a biscuit, uh, mm-mm. If it smells like Bisquick, mm-mm. No.
If it's got guacamole,
Oh,
the sour cream, maybe some chives.
if it's covered in gravy.
Yeah.
And in regional news,
Regional is Nevada.
Nevada. Judge blocks Kashi from dealing in sports betting in the state. Now it's sports betting, okay? But they said, hey, you cannot do that.
So I can still bet on if Miley Cyrus is going to show up naked at the Academy Awards.
Quite possibly.
Okay.
Or on what next head of state is going to be
Killed.
in
Because that's the biggest thing right now with Kashi is they are in deep doo doo
mm,
because they had a prop out for the Schrodinger's Ayatollah
uh-huh.
betting on whether he was going to be alive
Uh-huh.
for a given period of time. Well, they lost like $54 billion
Ooh.
in that particular thing, and they're refusing to pay out.
Yeah.
Which their business is shot. If you're a bookie and don't pay your book,
Yeah.
people are never going to use you again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but people are still using Robinhood
True.
because they rob you and put on a hood. That's it. No, seriously.
Hey,
No.
don't talk about my ancestors that way.
I'm talking legitimately when they went through and there was that, hey, we found out we did this, and then they were like, you can't sell it.
Yeah.
You cannot sell it until it drops below this. And I'm like, well, why not?
Why not? Yeah.
Well, we
they-
found out that they're privy into the short sales, so they can see how much somebody shorted. So they didn't want you to sell it. They wanted their guys to be able to sell it, so that way they
Yep.
could do that.
Bastards.
Yep. But
It's all a game. It's all rigged.
it's also Arizona has
Arizona.
filed a lawsuit against Galshi as well. So our neighbors over that way.
So
And California still doesn't know how to look up Kashi.
Exactly. They think it's a vegan food supplement.
Yeah, well, I mean, they do have green in their lettering, so yeah, it's pretty annoying in that aspect. And of course, yeah, that's what I got for regional.
Oh, I got bad news for us, Batman.
Uh-oh.
Remember, I've been talking about the possibility or probability of domestic terror.
Yes,
Okay.
for the last like 5 episodes.
Yes. Well, guess whose bet paid? Mine. My bet.
Okay.
Shepherd Air Force Base. Laundry truck laden with explosives at the missile gate.
So, have you gotten any further details?
Yes.
Because when I looked up, it was just like, hey, they shut down the gate and everything else. And I've been there. The
Yes, I know
missile
you're stationed there.
Missile
Wichita
Gate,
Falls.
or Missile Road Gate, is where commercial comes through. So when they shut that down, like it shuts down every day. It's only open for these hours.
Yes.
Which really sucks because all of a sudden you get stopped by the national anthem at the end of the day. And if you get stopped by the national anthem, guess what's closing?
The gate.
Immediately after. Sometimes you'll see
You get a
the gate
display
guard
like the
closing that, and you're like, no. You're like, son of a. That's it.
So if it was only Shepherd, it'd be an isolated incident.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not. Pensacola Naval Station. Also, laundry truck laden with explosives stopped at main gate. McDill. Good old McDillweed. Guess what? Laundry truck laden with explosives at the main gate.
Man, somebody's airing out their dirty laundry.
Several USAFBs went on no-fly
Yeah.
because of our old friends that we haven't talked about in a while. Unknown drone swarms. San Diego. Shooting at the main gate. Somebody tried to breach. So like I said, Dom terror, or terror in the homeland, is going to be a result of this ongoing preemptive, retaliatory, secondary, primary, non-military, kinetic strike.
Clustercluck.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mandrake, if you heard about fluoridation. But the one Air Force base that was not in Burleson, though Burleson did go on lockdown with no traffic in and out.
Well, the first they confiscated all the radios.
Mm-hmm. So, we've got more problems.
Okay.
There's always more problems.
Yeah.
I've got more problems.
Well, you have issues. They can't be solved. Problems can be
Neither
solved.
can these.
So they're
Neither
not problems,
can
they're
these.
issues.
So Qatar, Kuwait, and Iraq have all declared force majeure on various oil and gas products.
On what?
Force majeure. Basically, they are reneging on their contracts, their futures contracts,
Oh.
for the next 7 years. They will not be up and functional to today's level. Well, not today's. Today's level is terrible, but to pre-war levels for 7 years.
Wow.
They will
Let a
not-
crisis go to waste.
Well, you got to remember Qatar's largest liquefied natural gas, which is their big production, 30% of their economy, no
Ugh.
longer exists.
Really?
Ooh.
The main oil
Did someone
refiner,
pop the bubble?
yes, the Iranians blew it up.
Oh.
The Saudis' biggest refinery on the west coast of Saudi Arabia. It's not the east coast, not the side closest to Iran, the west coast.
Which is
So
where they're currently
it's the
getting things out of.
western terminus
Mm-hmm.
of the emergency pipeline.
Yep.
No longer exists.
Wow.
Iranians were able to strike with long-range ballistic missiles.
So you're saying Iran, Iran,
Iran of missiles.
Iran, is doing a better job of targeting than Russia?
Well, where do you think they're getting the targeting information?
Ah.
Because the Iranians do not have a satellite program,
Okay.
but the Chinese and the Russians do.
Hmm.
They do not have over-the-horizon capability.
Ah.
But do you know who does? The Russians and the Chinesians.
Hmm.
Do you know who just released a statement saying, hey, Taiwan, I hear you're having some gas problems.
Oh.
I hear you're having a little bit of problem getting natural gas. If you're willing to rejoin,
Oh.
we'll provide you with everything you need.
Gross. No
Old
bueno.
abusive boyfriend.
So,
I'll never beat you again. I promise.
so the Chinese are obviously taking advantage of this situation. In addition, the Kuwaitis are the force majeure. There is basically they're not going to be able to make oil deliveries
Ah.
of any major kind for 7 years
Wow.
because the oil ports have been destroyed.
Hmm. Yay. So we're going back to 1970s, 1980s, where we had the oil shortage.
Gas lines, gas rationing.
Hmm.
That's on the horizon. I'm going to say it right now. That much like the oil crisis of the 1970s, which Jeff, you lived through, we're going to be back to what's the first number in your freaking license plate?
Oh, wow.
So if you have two vehicles, make sure one is odd and one is even.
Oh.
Nice.
Because that's how they distribute the gas rationing. You can only fill up on certain days.
Yay.
Now, lucky for us, Jacob,
Mhm.
as county people, we actually might be able to get an exemption.
Oh, because we have an essential duty.
Oh yeah.
We have a duty.
Yeah.
We might be able to get one vehicle. But yeah, expect gas lines, gas rationing, gas shortages. $8 a gallon.
Ugh,
So
not even
it's
in California.
already in California, $8 a gallon in some of the worst stations.
Yeah.
So the other bit of a shocker, and Jeff and I were talking about this earlier, is Diego Garcia in the midst of the Indian Ocean,
Mhm.
America's floating or non-floating Indian Ocean aircraft carrier.
Yeah.
Near miss. Iranian long-range ballistic missile.
Okay.
They're trying to take out Diego.
Mm.
They have the
Which-
legs to do it.
Diego Garcia is still under, I do believe, British colony rule.
Correct.
Because I remember hearing a couple of buddies talk about being deployed there, and one of the messages that they tell them is you're not allowed to mess with the local wildlife because it's property of
The queen.
the queen.
Well, the king in this case.
Now it's the
He
king.
he is a queen, so.
So it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, don't mess with the chickens, don't mess with the crabs, and I'm like, oh,
What if you get crabs?
yeah, dude, that's
That's when you mess with the Canadians. Getting crabs.
no. Don't do
Maybe the Dutch. So, in response to all of this, and the fact that Trump basically told NATO that y'all don't play ball, the U.S. is pulling out,
Mm.
and you can all protect your own damn ass. 14 nations now have committed warships
Oh,
to escorting tankers through Hormuz. And the United States also just moved from Okinawa another ARG, Amphibious Ready Group, which brings the total number of United States Marines sitting on large floating steel cans
okay.
up to 7,000.
Mm.
7,000 angry, seasick, sober Marines. That's in
I think
addition
it's the
to.
Navy song that has drinking
Yes,
involved in it.
Yes.
But have you ever met a sober Marine?
Yes, I have.
Were they drinking before they got sober?
Well, that's usually how you get a sober Marine, is they were drinking previously.
Right. That's in addition to the 40,000 troops we have in the immediate area.
Oh, wow.
And ARGs are intended for amphibious landings. These are the amphibious ready groups. They are intended to do the D-Day thing, the Okinawa thing, the Iwo Jima thing. Actually, Iwo Jima is one of the ships. So it's Tarawa.
Guadalcanal.
That type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, where? Where becomes the next question.
Yeah, because I've been seeing videos about how it's you have mountains, you have deserts, you have borderland countries that are like, we are not going to play for that because we like the missiles going that way, not this way, and the drones,
True.
So it's one of those things where it's like, yeah.
Well, there are several schools of thought. This is all, again, open intel. Guys like me who sit in our armchairs and wargame this shit
While smoking cigars.
while smoking cigars. The first school of thought is we're going to land and take over that oil refinery island in the North Gulf.
I would
It
not
starts
care.
with Car Island. That's one school of thought. Has an airstrip already. Would need repair. We've blown it up. Take that over because that is the heart of Iran's oil production.
Mm.
Not incredibly strategic, but important.
Yeah.
There's also a couple of smaller islands, and this is the more strategic school of thought, that are down around Hormuz.
They're
Mm-hmm.
closer to
Hormuz,
Iranian
but
mainland.
also very close to the Iranian mainland. That's the other problem.
Mm.
Go ahead and take that island grouping to open that up, because according to intel sources, they're straight up Japanese in there,
Mm.
where they've dug into the rock and built bunkers, boats, and drones, and missiles, and guns, and start burning them out with flamethrowers, kind of thing.
Eh.
So we
Nothing of what I would actually want, because I'm just sitting there and just going, no.
so we've got one other indicator right now, and this is a scary indicator.
Pizza orders have gone up. Stripper,
Gay bars.
Gay bars.
Oh.
No.
Well, we know for economy, it's titty clubs.
Kitty clubs. They're the leading indicator, and they're way down.
And
The
not in a
Jones
good way.
Act. The Jones Act.
Okay.
The Jones Act was put into place immediately following World War I, 1921, I believe, the Jones Act, which prohibited the use of anything but American ships to move goods from one American port to another.
Okay.
The Trump administration has suspended the Jones Act for the next 60 days.
Okay.
Okay? Where that's important is they had full latitude of how long to suspend the Jones Act.
Mm-hmm.
They can suspend it for a week. They could suspend it forever.
Okay.
They picked 60 days,
Mm-hmm.
which means, at least from strategy in the White House, this war's going to go on for at least 60 days.
Okay.
The idea is it's a last stopgap to open up moving fuel and things like that using non-American ships to try to bring down some of the costs.
Which was part of the pain in the ass and everything else, is because a lot of ships are no longer flying American flags due to the
Mhm.
factor of they did not want to be an American company. They wanted to be a
Chinese company,
different
Russian.
locations due to the factor of for taxes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, just because I pull up to your port does not mean that I belong to you.
Exactly.
And so you find a lot of
Panamanian.
you find a
Bahamian,
lot
Cayman.
of
Norway.
ships flying different flags and still coming to American ports.
Right.
But the thing is that they're typically, dropping off goods that are then become American once they hit American soil.
Right.
But
the Jones Act never impacted them.
yeah,
The Jones Act only impacted, say, moving something from Port of Miami going north to Charlotte. U.S. to U.S. only.
so
So that suspension indicates that we may be in for a little bit longer of a go than we were led to believe.
mm-hmm.
And who didn't see that coming?
I don't know.
I don't
Somebody.
know. Wasn't me. Was it you?
People are saying that was me.
Me? You're looking for? Yeah. It's just a shitty situation.
The other thing that the Trump administration.
You got something else that says it's gonna get me to say what the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay. Fuck.
So we're technically not at war with Iran.
True.
We're blowing the hell out of them.
Okay.
They would say we're at war with them.
Yeah.
People are saying that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it, but people are saying.
Yeah.
We've had sanctions on Iran since 1978.
Yep.
The Trump administration, in the midst of this preemptive retaliatory kinetic military action, has dropped oil sanctions on Iran. We can buy Iranian oil and fund their half of the war
Wow.
Why?
while we're blowing them up.
Well, I mean, when your options are slim because all the other refineries are gone.
So are theirs.
Yeah, but if at that point in time we can buy the barrels of oil for 10 cents on the dollar.
Well, I think at a point there was seizure.
Oh yeah.
Well, seizure is different than allowing through sanctions, because now they can sell it on the open market as a member of OPEC.
Mm.
And the price of oil is not determined by the seller. The price of oil is determined by the oil cartel, OPEC. So oil, whether I buy it from the Kuwaitis or the Russians or the Chinesians or the Venezuelans or the Fredonians, that price is set. They don't care. So Somehow now we are funding both sides of this war. Not like we weren't before, but, uh, you know. And, of course, the Israelis. We're funding them too.
Hmm.
And the Israelis are pushing hard into northern Lebanon. They are approaching Beirut and look to be taking Beirut, which is a wider war. A much wider war.
Nothing of which.
Not good. And the Israelis are pissed off.
Why
Not
this
that they weren't before. This last week, and actually so are the Muslims, one of the holiest sites in all of existence for the big three.
Okay.
The Christians, the Jews, and the Muslims.
The Abrahamics.
The Abrahamics, yeah, is that whole Temple Mount area.
Mm-hmm.
You have Al-Aqsa, you have Church in the Church
Nazareth?
of something or other, Nazarene or something, some big Christian thingy, and then you have the Wailing Wall, the Western Wall that runs the temple. That area was attacked with drones this last week, where there was some cursory damage to both the West Wall and Al-Aqsa. You want to piss off the Muslim world? There's two places you should blow up. You blow up the Golden Dome, you blow up the Kaaba. I'm expecting the Kaaba to be next.
Yuck.
Whether that's false flag or the actual deal.
Mm.
Because you could draw the entire Islamic world very rapidly by causing significant damage to Mecca.
Mhm.
Once again, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?
It's Pandora's box.
Don't open it.
Close it.
Don't open it.
Somebody
open.
decided to open it and talked us into it.
This, in my opinion, again, this is my fairly educated redneck opinion, is we are watching 1914 unfold in very slow motion.
Ooh. No,
Because
no.
we have entangling alliances on both sides,
Mm-hmm.
with major nations on both sides, silent partners on both sides. You have, in 1914, it was the Germans, the Austro-Hungarians, the Serbs, and the Croats. You had the Turks. And then you had the Russians and the Serbian nationalists who were allied to the French who were allied to the British, who had an alliance with the Italians, who had an alliance with the Japanese. Yeah.
Yeah, you just verbal vomited, and I'm just like, okay.
But, things like the fact that Pakistan is going to have to get involved in this war. They don't have a choice. They either break their alliance with the Saudis, which has been a long-standing alliance,
Mm-hmm.
and stay out, or they have a mutual defense pact with the Saudis. The Saudis are getting pounded. The Saudis are being attacked, and their mutual defense pact reads: the attack on one is an attack on both and merits a response.
Mm.
So now you have the Pakistanis, who are a historical ally of the Iranians, caught in this moral gray area, whether they're going to get involved on the side of the Saudis, who they have a more recent treaty with, or the Iranians, who they have a longer standing treaty with. Then you have the Pakistanis also involved in a ground and air war with the Afghanis, who are allied with the Islamists in Iran, who are also technically at war with India, which Pakistan's also at war with India. The Indians are helping us with intel and supplies and drawing Iranian ships to Indian ports and providing us with support that way, and are getting involved in escorting ships in Iran. You see how this is starting to...
Yeah.
Who have a long-standing conflict with the Chinese. The Chinese are engaged in a slow-moving ground war with the Indians, who are the Chinese are allied with the Iranians to some degree and are providing intel and tracking information to the Iranians as well as weapons. The Iranians are also allied to the Russians. The Russians are providing them with drones.
And this is the reason why you cannot have a market.
Oh, dude, I want the freaking...
No, you're not.
Dude, I'd be scribbling all of this thing.
It's already bad enough that we have a touch screen, and every once in a while you go touch, 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 and it's like, don't do that.
Okay? That's the one side of the war. Now you have the Qataris, I'm sorry, I forgot the Sudanese. The Sudanese and the Chads. Do you lift, bro? on the Iranian side.
Mm-hmm.
You have Boko Haram, which is blowing up stuff in Niger and Nigeria.
Okay.
You have that group. You have South Africa tied up in the currency union with the Iranians, the Russians, and the Chinese.
Oh.
Right, BRICS. Yes.
And then you have Brazil, which is tied up in the same currency union.
Yeah.
So they are all technically somewhat allied. You have Nigeria, Niger, and a bunch of those nations over there forming an African Union kind of thing on that side to fight against the Sudanese.
Mm.
You have the British, the Germans, the French, the Italians, Terry's, the Kuwaitis, the Iraqis, which doesn't say a lot, the Indians, the Indonesians, the Japanese, all providing escort ships now.
Yeah, you just went through and listed a whole bunch of countries.
Yeah.
But the Japanese
Muhammad again.
is interesting. Well, like I'm saying, this is 1914 all over again. You have all of these, instead of various colonies, you have various nation states that are all aligned. The Japanese are actually violating their own constitution to do this because they're not allowed to send out expeditionary forces under their own constitution, which we wrote for them. But we are looking at sending a blind eye to such things. Just like they don't have aircraft carriers because they're not allowed to have aircraft carriers, they have large, flat-decked destroyers.
Modern technicality.
Kind of like the Russians.
You mean like the F-117? You know, that was a fighter.
Yes. Kind of like the Russians aren't allowed to move capital ships from the Black, not the Black Sea, the Caspian and the fucking over by Turkey on the backside of the Bosphorus. Big freaking lake. Okay. The big freaking lake on the other side of the Bosphorus, because you can't move capital ships through the Bosphorus and through Constantinople, the Dardanelles, without the Turks' permission. So they built large aircraft carrying cruisers. Now, mind you, they don't work, but they built large aircraft carrying cruisers in order to get around the capital ship route.
Mm. Lovely.
And the Chinese are now looking at soft power throughout the world.
Soft power?
They have a surplus of
Soft power?
liquefied natural gas
Mm.
that they are offering at discount rates to countries that were supplied by the very oil and natural gas depots they provided targeting information to.
Oh. I'm going to give you
And-
targets to hit. Jeez.
Yeah, exactly, Mr. Mises. Because Taiwan is not the only nation that they're approaching that way.
Mm.
They're approaching several Southeast Asian states.
Of
the
course.
same way. Saying, hey, we'll be your friend. We'll definitely be your friend. You just let us build a couple of military bases, and we'll provide you all the natural gas you need.
Yeah. Lovely.
Exactly. So, Chinese, have I paid off on everything, Amy?
Something about nuclear, I believe.
Oh, yes, the nuclear problem. Because those were the other targets hit this week. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. The Israelis blew up or significantly damaged the Iranian nuclear power plant.
Wow.
Or one of them.
That's a dangerous game to be
In
playing.
response, the Iranians then launched a strike on, guess who?
Israel?
Israel's nuclear power infrastructure. Now, both through my local monitoring, international monitoring, the IAEA, etc.,
Okay.
there has been no detectable nuclear leak.
Yay.
So far.
Yet.
Yet. This kind of pairs really well with the fact that, I don't know, the nuclear sarcophagus at Chernobyl has been hit several times by the Ruskies.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, how
That's
about
not some-
that?
that's not some fire that you want to play with.
And you did have one other thing you didn't bring up, but it was way back in local.
Okay, what I missed?
Rekindles.
Oh, the rekindles. Rekindle. You see smoke in the sky? Guess what? It's probably a rekindle because we had 5 more this last week. I'm starting to keep track,
Makes
and I
sense.
plan on bringing them up every time they happen. Mostly because we were laughing stocks if it ever happened to us when I was working that type of thing. And
I thought you were talking about like late stage Valentine's Day, where all of a sudden, hey, people who broke up before Valentine's Day rekindled.
It's a way
Seems
to
like
get out of gift giving.
it seems like there's a lot of them out here in the
If-
dating pool.
if they are as hot as the fires in Pahrump now.
You're not calling them a 10, you're calling it a 214 degrees.
451 actually.
Ah,
Mm.
don't let the paper touch the ground because
Mhm.
it will ignite.
So yeah,
Fahrenheit, not
Y-
Celsius. If that was Celsius.
Celsius.
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh,
we're fucked.
451 Celsius would be, yeah. Nuts.
That's really hot. But don't get me started on Kelvin or Hobbs. So yeah, 5 more. I have yet to hear of a structure fire
Mhm.
out here that doesn't have at least one.
Yeah.
It's, again, I don't know if it's a matter of training, a matter of time, a matter of equipment, a matter of what. I have not dug into it. I don't want to dig into it.
And so I'm just sitting there and it's like, so our fire department is for what? Is it for putting out the fire? Is it for? Because I mean, if you're having rekindles, you didn't fully put
Didn't
out the
put
fire.
a fire out.
Stop it from spreading to other buildings.
That happens all the time.
So can't do that.
I got one more, and I just came to mind, and this was brought to mind through contacts with the county. And I'm going to call out a group that I usually don't shit on. I usually don't shit on the octogenarians
Oh.
in Southern Nevada search and rescue. Don't shit on them usually.
Octogenarians?
Yes, because most of the group
Most
is
of them are
freaking old.
seniors.
Seniors.
Oh, okay.
So
I was just
Okay.
like, what the fuck? Like, are they producing like oxygen like trees because they are now deceased and they're
Well-
plant food?
So, I have an issue. But we knew that already. Okay, so they've got a missing, presumed deceased individual in Amargosa. They have known about this individual being missing for a week and a half.
Is it because they were like, it's too hot? No,
They
because a week and a half
just
ago it wasn't that hot.
Launched the search for him today.
A week and a half.
They were aware of it. SAR was
10
aware of
days.
it. SAR was aware. SAR knew the guy was out there and missing in the Amargosa Valley, in those hills out there, but decided not to do anything about
Ugh.
it for 10 days. Do you know how long it takes somebody to die from dehydration?
I think we talked about this
3 days.
before.
3 days.
Because it's what?
3 days without water, 3 weeks without food.
3 minutes without
3
it.
minutes without air.
Yeah. The rule of threes.
So I'm going to say you're about 7 days, 8 days too late, guys.
Yeah.
And do you know who's going to make that makes more work for?
You?
The 3 of us here.
Don't drag me into this.
You're already involved.
No, I'm not.
You signed up for this shit.
I didn't answer a call.
Call hasn't gone out yet. They haven't found us yet.
Exactly. I haven't answered a call. And I'm pretty good about answering the calls around here, but
But they're going to drag our ass into it.
I don't want to go out to find beef jerky.
Oh, no.
And apparently, neither do they.
Neither do they.
Really sucks because I was talking to a former deputy the other day who said that he handled a lot of stuff like that where it's like you go out there and yeah, you're like ethnicity unknown.
Yeah. John Doe.
Can't identify.
Can't identify.
Coyotes.
No. The sun withers everything out here. Whether it's your deck, whether
Your
it's
plastic chair.
your plastic
skin.
chair, whether it's your nylon chair,
Your
which
body.
I went through one of those the other
Oh,
day. I
did you?
sat down and didn't even. I literally just, huh? And it just went,
Crunch.
and I was like, cool, sitting in the frame. Like my arms are on the arms rest, and so I was like, I went from belly button height to all the way up here, and I was like, and my wife had the audacity to laugh at me
I would too.
before asking if I
If
was
you needed
okay.
help.
Oh, I would have asked if you're okay, then laughed at you.
Yeah, guys, we have rules.
There are. Are you injured? If not, then that's fucking funny.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll giggle while asking,
Yeah.
are you okay? We're like,
Yeah.
are you okay, dude? Perfectly acceptable. Perfectly. But if you're like, ha 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 ha, and then you're like, are you okay? You're like, no. You're like, oh.
So, one last order of business. Hoya. Not Georgetown, but this cigar.
Okay.
Hoya de Nicaragua Red. What's your opinion of this fine Corojo?
I'm enjoying it. Not overwhelming on the palate. Smokes really nice. I'm,
You're
I'm
actually
punch style.
have smoked
Um,
faster than me.
That's
Amy's
'cause you damn.
yeah.
Yep, there you
That's all
go.
I have left.
You got the angry inch.
Again.
Hey, come on now. So, we'll start like always. Hefe, what do you think?
I'm gonna dissent. Mine's becoming bitter.
You're bittering?
Yeah.
Mm.
How was it in the first third?
Good.
Second third? No, you're in the second third and it's bittering. Okay.
Barely half.
Miss Amy,
Yeah, I'm clearly beyond half.
what do you think of the flavor?
I really enjoy
What
the
kind of
flavor.
notes? What kind of notes are you getting? Come on, Ted.
I'm not Ted.
I'm
Okay?
getting smoky notes.
Exactly.
You're getting good. Okay.
Good tobacco. But yes, I could not tell you exactly what. But yeah, mine hasn't bittered. It's finally getting to the point where it's a little too hot.
That's fair. You're down to the angry inch.
Like I said, good smoke. I have a little bit of outer wrapper.
Well, you're also right down there at the end.
Yeah, I'm down at the label.
Yeah.
I just took off the label not too long ago, and shortly thereafter it
You're
went
peeling
kind of.
around where
Yeah.
the label was.
That's right where the
Yeah,
label was.
right where the
You
label
could've
was.
damaged it. So
So
I'm not going to hold that against it.
no, I'm not. But it's still holding true. So it's not like all of a sudden you have like a crack in the cigarette.
Mm-hmm. Your binder is still holding.
Mm-hmm. Still getting good smoke out of it.
I'm going to make it 3-1. I really enjoy Hoya products. I gloss over them a lot. They kind of get lost.
I agree.
Because we don't have a lot of faces. The red is the best of breed. Out of this, I get some very interesting dried fruit notes.
Okay.
Okay.
Almost like dried apricot or dried peach.
Mm.
And then I get an undertone of a little bit of earth, which is very true with a Nicaraguan.
Yeah.
Like moist, dark, volcanic soil. Moist. That was just for you, Kelly. Moist. Now, we also have these, and this is one of the reasons why I'm going to highlight these. If you're a quick smoker, if you got a 15-minute break,
Uh-huh.
these are available in tins
Oh, nice.
in the cigarilla size.
Nice.
So you could actually get this same beautiful Corojo tobacco in a coronet size, the little cigarillo size. Again, it's the same tobacco. It's just a smaller form factor. Comes in a pack of 10, I believe.
I've always enjoyed having those around due to the factor of there are times that I'm like, I would love a cigar, but I don't have the full time to be able to smoke a full-size cigar. So,
The unidentified John Doe melted on his toilet and smells like the end of the world, but I need to clear my sinuses.
something like that. Yeah.
So, with that, we have coming this weekend Mr. Scott Oakley, candidate for Justice of the Peace.
Okay.
He'll be on the show on Saturday with
Okay.
us. And following that, we'll have Brian Coonsey. Following that, we'll have Caleb Ball. I also have George Worley lined up, candidate for sheriff.
Okay.
If you're a candidate, if you're running for an office, please reach out to us. We provide equal time.
Yep.
Even though we don't have to. Meh. If you want to show up, heck, I'll put this as a personal invite because I know you watch the show. Ron, if you want to come on the show, sit down right over yonder, chat with us for a while. I'll give you a fair shake. I won't bring up the allegations.
I'm just once again, I'm ready for politics season to be over with again, due to the factor of boards
Oh, heck.
all over the place, being like, vote for me, re-elect me. Hey,
Heck,
this, and I'm like,
I'll even take Felonious Fiore. I had her on my show when she was originally running. I'll take Felonious Fiore. See, that one I don't have to say allegedly. Because she was duly convicted by a jury of 12 or of a felony. So,
lovely. Well, I'm Jacob.
I'm Michael.
I'm Jeff.
Amy.
Been another what the fuck?
Thanks for tuning in, fuckers.